3.2 External Projects, Project 5. This is my folder that I've been building up an archive, sending out emails to various companies for gallery space and exhibition display. I sent out a email to the Midlands Arts Centre. They are based in Birmingham. It's a creative centre where they hold courses, and they also have exhibition space for artists and so forth to exhibit work. The waiting list is rather large. The costings are rather high, and explained in the email, a majority of the work is they use a curator as a form of communication to the audience, and you can display work for up to 3 months. My second line of inquiry was an email to Kidderminster Library. This is smaller scale, but again open to the public for display cabinets and a gallery area. I'd be less inclined to allow the audience to interact here with my textile pieces. Again, it's obviously a responsibility down to the artist as to whether anything is touched, broken or stolen, which I think the risk is across the board here. But this was a pleasant email with costings and the application form. Bewdley Museum is in Bewdley. It's a small town. The museum has an exhibition area, and one of my clients, Sarah, who is a fine artist, she exhibits work there. Again, this is rather expensive, but also as well you are looking at pre-booking 6 to 12 months in advance for the exhibition space. But they forwarded me in the email the application and an idea of what the contract will hold, and these are the communication emails. The exhibition space that I would be very keen on displaying my work would be Kidderminster's Museum of Carpet, obviously being a textile based museum. I'm undergoing talks at the moment. They're not very responsive with their emails, so I may have to go down there possibly on a day when they're open. They have an exhibition room which is quite large, and they also have display cabinets in the reception area, and they hold classes and so forth, more connecting with the carpet industry. But this would be a particular point of interest because of one of my deep interests with Vivienne Westwood, and I've actually seen the Brinton's carpet dresses that they have in their archive at head office at Brinton's. So this would be really good to hold my or have an exhibition of some sort here. But I've still further to explore the talking to them and finding out the process, but I have a copy of their terms and conditions, the contract, and the application form. And then I came across this piece here within Kidderminster. We have the old courts that's going to be turned into a creative hub. So this was going to entail a creative arts centre for the public. I've just popped this article in here because I think it'd be rather interesting for the future if ever, as an independent artist, I want to do an exhibition on any of my work. But as to of yet, this project is to be completed. So, investigating through the course materials, I've looked into collaborations, and I've found a young textile stroke fashion student. His mum is a client of mine, and I've asked if he would be interested in doing a collaboration of either using my textile samples within his fashion work, or if he would be interested in being a model, because I'm interested in using the body as a platform to display and investigate my textile pieces, because I consider that the work is more design, and I've been researching fashion and textiles with a view to making the samples more fashion based, in order to get my work across, and the messages that I'm researching with play, dyslexia, and the lines of inquiry under these areas. I have a client here who is a photographer, and also there is a risk assessment form for any photo shoots that you may carry out, which is very interesting. And then this is just a consent form for Harry's mom. I have asked my tutor to see whether there is an OCA generic consent form for a model to sign, to say that they agree that the work could be pushed out onto Instagram and social media. As of yet, these are still new lines of inquiry for me. But as my projects progress, hopefully at some point I will be making documentation on my findings.